Hello, hello. Good morning. Welcome to another ES Futures trading stream. Today is Monday, December 9th. It is 11:20 a.m. Eastern Time in the US. I hope you have take advantage of this movement. We have this little area here. We were talking about this area for the past 3 or 4 days. I guess this is the area. Now we were using this as support resistance. 95, 94. We was curious to see, since these big prints were since we got these things here, the market just went back and forth multiple times. In the same session, the next session, multiple days as well. And one curious thing here, all right? This is original from the first day, and it kind of like it disappeared here and just came back to the after the close on Friday. When these things happen here, I might expect something. This market holding and having some kind of rally after this, or the other situation is like the one we happen. There's not just the market traders get used to this level, to being back and forth, and then suddenly it just collapses. We have a non-excess high, very prominent overnight POC, very prominent overnight over POC that was left behind on Thursday, Friday, my bad. And we have another POC. All this inventory being held, very questionable hands, right? And all comes to this half traded session after Thanksgiving Day. And I have started to watch also the September, March contract. I have noticed something here, right? This mark here, this 6100 that I have here, is from Friday, Black Friday, here. It's right there. And what do we have in, and remember, this is March and this is December, which has 2 more weeks of life here. During this rollover periods, the expectation, I expect to see a lot of back and forth here. Inventory getting too short, inventory getting too low, but typical of rollover periods. And going back to, this is a nuance that I have on this day. It is so insignificant now. It might look so insignificant, but have just check this. This area is a kind of like a, in the 2/3 below this halfback, kind of like around here, right? It coincides with 6100. This might be a potential ultimate destination of the movement here. It doesn't have to happen today, right? Low volatility. When we have low volatility, ranges are also not that big. Now the next thing is, we have tremendous volume. We have tremendous amount of volume here. 40,000, 30,000, 30,000, 40,000, 44,000 in these days, and that's just unbelievable. Unbelievable high. These days to me are history. This area here also is, I named this area as short-term support resistance. Very important to me. And the behavior when we have any kind of breaks or rallies, when we have this relevant, was not relevant, but prominent points of reference, the market has this tendency, right? Right now, for example, we have this extension, downside extension, just enough to put something important back here at this area. And what is that? Halfback. You know, I won't be surprised if there's some back and forth. You know, this was a good area also to take profits here, because it's something so obvious, man. This is something very obvious. What's that? The gap closed. We don't have a gap now. Now gaps are signs of change. Closing that gap also what it represents. Okay? Remember what happened on Friday. On Friday we have this market getting out of previous day range in the first period, but it just didn't have it. It tried multiple times to keep, to have upside continuation, but it just failed. Came back to 6100. Multiple times, right? Coincidence or not, this is, this number is coming back again to the conversation. 6100. This kind of references, the way home markets, if you have been trading markets, if you have been trading ES for some time, you will notice that at this time on this cycle, at the end of the cycle, beginning of a new one, we have this back and forth, back from one chart, one contract, in this case December, to March. So there are another nuance there, right? Another thing to be aware of, another piece of information to be aware of. Let's see how close this gets to this reference here. So far, on what means, at least right now, it's a very emotional market now. You got 1, 2, 3 distributions here. These are almost back to the original price. Not the original, back to 7. And these are back to 2. And these are below now, 370. I was trading these ones here. These are expiring. This expires tomorrow, not today. Volume has been really high also today. Very high, very high. Very high relative to yesterday, to the previous days here. I will see how far this can be something really interesting here. This can be as long as this high. This, it seems like it's weak. The movement is weakening now. It's too close to this high now. Nasdaq has taken here. Oh, another very interesting thing here was Nasdaq. You know, look at Nasdaq. The whole Friday, man, whole Friday, how it was. You got this for Nasdaq. Short covering, no upside extension. Look at this range the whole night. Now we have double high here. And one more tick in the upside, and this is the end of downside move, the action to the downside. I'm tempted to take a short here. The risk is higher though. It's kind of too closer to this. Closing this, if this, you know, one more tick to the upside is the end of one time frame low, and they turn the action to the downside. It will put the market too close to this low here, and also by doing that in turn too close to hardback, risking some kind of spike here to the upside. Also, now we have a 4-day range. This in the shortest time frame, this distribution has been closed here. This is a reference for 5 minutes short-term traders. The other one would be 86. What do we have? 86. It's up here. You know, this one here. This one here. We got one here. Oh, come on. What the heck, man? Come on. What? What I have done here? Oh. Is this one is the first one, and the second one is this one here. Now, how far higher this rally can be? I have been trading to the downside since this day here, I believe. And all what I was trading was a 60-80 put, and today was no difference. I had this 60-40 here, which is this very prominent no revisit overnight POC from Sunday after Black Friday. Alright, we have rotation here. The Russell is back inside its range. Nasdaq is also back inside, right? This is huge. This is huge here in Nasdaq. You know, this is back inside its range. It's still one time frame lower here. And the Nasdaq reached the 21,700 in the overnight session. We remember when we were talking about that reference as well as a potential destination of the upside movement, right? Was this market going to come to this upper side of this channel here? At the time it was 700, right? It didn't reach it during this rally here straight, right? But that was it at the time. It wasn't bad. Now we have a 4-day range in Nasdaq with the higher the gap as the next reference in the lower side. and that is 380 in Nasdaq. Markets have, when markets start doing whatever they're doing, or when there's change in markets have to breathe as well. Markets don't go in a straight direction, or at least don't do that all the time. Regarding volume, look at the volume here. Look at the volume we have from the opening. Really high. Second period higher. Third period keeping steady. Fourth period decreases a little bit, but it's high, very high relative to yesterday. So today we may close around this high here. Now we are now this market is between these two areas here. This one has held, but what I'm looking is this one here as a potential support, the 64. Something in between. The market has to deal first with this one as well. This is two very wide ranges, high volume as well. 40,000 here, and the same as we have here. This is what we have here. We have down here, and right around the November high. Let me know if you have any comments here. What are your thoughts about this market? I'm not going to be that much today. My back is aching here. I cannot be. I cannot be seen to my. I don't know why it's happening. I don't know why I have that. But there is always something, right? There is always something here. Look at this. Look at what the ES has done. It's came back below this. It didn't challenge this one here, but it did. It's actually is repeating this one. Huh. Now we have POC. Oh, the Dow doesn't look good. Russell may keep trying to push harder, higher. This is distracting. I'm going to remove this. And from this chart, I only have this reference here, the 6100. Over here, notice also gap close to the tick. Still, this is very low volume. 7,000 is really insignificant. But this is being paid. I know. Don't mistake that. This is being paid close attention to as well. Now, this one here. Oh, what kind of news do we have to for this week?
It's too easy.
Today we had 9:45 PS PMI SM. Tomorrow, oh, FOMC is coming next week too. We have Jolts tomorrow. But no, I'm checking. I'm checking last week. It's my bad. CPI Wednesday. PPI weekly jobless claim Thursday. If there is any kind of adjustment, it is clear now, right? We have CPI on Wednesday, but today, if there's rebalancing, hedging, whatever, it usually happen a couple days before the number. After that, the day previous usually is a thin day. Alright, I need to take a break. My back is hurting. If you have any comments, please just let me know. All right, hello, I'm back. What can be the potential destination of this rally, right? If it is a sell rallies day, value is lower. Value is lower. The longer it keeps trading below this, the harder it is going to be for value to move higher. Now these distributions have been closed, which targets this upside, and this is the 2-day range. Yeah? This can be this could be probably one thing here. This one here, re-entering, any change to the upside, or once the market has re-entered this 3-day range here, next thing re-entering this 2-day range here, and after that re-entering Friday's range. But this is a day to the downside. Today is a day to the downside. The trades will be selling rallies. This is just a reference. I'm going to put it here. This very questionable low has been corrected. This one here in particular, everything here started from daily hardback. Now, it's not uncommon, once that something starts, for example, this start of hardback this day, and I can see the same thing. That is 1, 2, 3 days ago, 1, 2, 3 days ago. The same thing happening in Nasdaq too. Now you have Nasdaq doing the same thing. You have a pullback to hardback in Nasdaq. Let me show that to you. Well, I had this pullback in Nasdaq here this day. This pullback here to hardback, and from here it starts. The coincidence here now is this low, Nasdaq low, is to this pullback low. This is very questionable, man. It is an indication here, not a sign that nothing has changed in this market. This is just trading money here. It looks more like a liquidation here, rather than selling. Okay. Let's see if this can take, if this market can widen this range here, or it's going to be selling here. check what the talks are now. You know, bets are to 7,000 now. Last year, this same time of the year, you know, the talking heads were predicting a big crash in the market. You know, big bear market. These guys don't matter. To what we do, that it does just don't matter. We have to have our own opinion here. Boy, I'm not feeling good here. I'm sorry, but I will have to close the stream. I wish you guys a wonderful rest of the day. Alright? I hope you stay safe. Have a wonderful training day. Bye bye.